Our official sponsor, Greenwood Stock Trading. If you want to learn how to make some passive income, some extra money, so you can invest in your future, your kids' future, give them a call for a free 10-minute consultation, 281-760-3170. Go get to the bag. All right, man, let's talk about JJ Redick and Kendrick Perkins got into it because Kendrick Perkins basically said that NBA voting is racially driven. They trying to get Nikola Jokic a third MVP, and it got a lot to do with he white, and he pretty much, I believe, he want to push for Joel Embiid. I mean, they got into it. I rarely agree with JJ Redick outlandish takes. And then he came on the show the other day talking about, well, that's the problem, and like I said before, you got to understand a lot of white people. They really don't think it's a race problem. They think the playing field is even. You know what I'm saying? That's what they think. He said they think the playing field is even. In their little world, they think it's even. Right? So he can't really fathom what Kendrick Perkins is saying. And in this scenario, is Kendrick Perkins 100% right? Maybe not. I don't think not necessarily he's 100% right. There's some voters out there that don't vote because of a guy's color or whatever. But it plays a part because it's not that many great white players. It never have been since the beginning of basketball. I mean, you had George Mikan and before integration and stuff. Yeah, um, but yeah, does it probably play a part in some voters' mind? It could. I can't really speak for everybody. And people, they really want to go for, Joel Embiid, and they want to see him get it, and they say he better defensively, and I'm saying this, that, and the third, but can't deny what Nikola Jokic is doing. But JJ slams Kendrick Perkins for race MVP narrative. He says things got heated between Kendrick JJ Redick and Kendrick Perkins during Tuesday's first take. It says an ESPN analyst had a contentions back and forth after Redick called out Perkins for implying on the show that there's a racial bias in MVP voting. Last week, Perkins appeared on First Take and took issue with the Nuggets big man Nikola Jokic, who was making case for his third straight MVP award, and accused the Siberian center of stat pad in order to average triple double the season. Now, my problem is this: LeBron been doing that shit forever. That's my problem. LeBron been doing that shit forever. So what's the problem? Plenty of guys be stat padding. Russell Westbrook, he intentionally went out there and stat padded for MVP. I mean, what I'm saying, to get the triple double. Excuse me. So I don't get what the problem is. I don't get it. I don't get it. He said at the time, Perkins asked why Redick didn't mention that only 3 players have ever been crowned NBA MVP without finishing in the top 10 scoring, known there with White. Former Mavericks center, well, he's not a center, Dirk Nowitzki, Suns guard Steve Nash, and Nikola Jokic. So, I mean, I didn't know that. That's why they got stat guys. I think I can't really speak on Dirk. But I can't speak on Nash. It was just, a lot of people felt Shaq should have got it 1 year, Kobe should have got it 1 year, and Steve Nash got a lot of hate for what they was doing inside that system. But, he was making, he made that thing go in Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? If he wanted to average being the top 10 scoring, Steve Nash could have did it. But it was about making Stoudemire, Sean Marion. At one point, they had Tim Thomas over there doing the you can't see me thing. So Redick and Perkins have been trekking back and forth about the matter all last week, and they finally came face to face Tuesday installment First Take. Redick said Perkins stat packing patent accusations weren't true and dismissed the idea that white NBA writers favor white players in the vote, and they do. Come on, man. JJ Redick I'm not gonna say all of them, but they do. Let's call a spade a spade. They do. They do. A lot of them. And that is what it is. He not lying about that. They do. Especially you don't have a lot of great white players walking around anymore, so it makes it even more of a shock value. They do. And he can go around here and act like what he's saying ain't true, but it is. And guys like JJ Redick think everything is racially equal in the world, and they think everything is a-okay and jolly and stuff. We know it's not. But he lived in a bubble. That's what you got to understand with these guys. A lot of these guys live in a bubble, bro. He think ain't nothing wrong in the world. You know what I'm saying? They think everything is equal, and they ain't never been to the hood. They ain't never seen the hood. Just like most people in the judicial system, that run the judicial system, from the defense attorneys, from the district attorneys, um, from the judges, who can't understand how young men or how we grow up, and why God, people in our community, black community, got to do what they got to do. JJ Redick couldn't tell you nothing. JJ Redick think everything is, oh man, it's because he really can play, and he can play. I know issue with Nikola Jokic getting MVP the last couple of years. I ain't tripping. Joel Embiid, he can't stay healthy. He's staying healthy this year. And JJ Redick is one of those white guys that think everything is a-okay in the world. Kendrick Perkins from Port Arthur, Texas. So he faced his fair share of racism. So I mean, you can get mad at him all you want to. You just not gonna shake the racial biasness that the world has put upon you. You just can't shake that. He said, Stephen A. Smith, no offense. No offense to First Take Red said, because I think the show is extremely valuable. It's an honor to be on there every day. It really is. But what we witness is the problem with the show. We're creating narratives that don't exist in reality. Implications that you're implying that white voters that vote for the NBA are racist. They favor white. I mean, come on, some of them are racist, bro. I bet my pretty penny a nice amount of them are racist. Or at least prejudiced, which are two different things. But Perkins said he implied that the voters NBA are racist. He probably mean prejudice. And JJ Redick, one of those white guys that think everything is equal. I'm telling you that he don't see nothing wrong. He don't see nothing wrong with the system. And I don't particularly just mean the voting system. And he went back and said, Perkins, yes, you did. You exactly implied that. We all know what you implied the other day. We all know what you implied. So what? What is this so offensive to you for? We know it's true. Y'all don't think none of them white writers is racist, bro, or at least prejudiced? Come on, man, get out of here. Then Perkins got animated. I did not. I stated the facts. Perkins fired back, and you're not about to sit up here and act like it's something more than that. It's facts. He can get mad all he wants to. Now, like I said before, Nikola Jokic is averaging a triple double. Some people didn't like he got it. Some people didn't like that he got the MVP last year. I ain't really tripping. He can play. He can play. And I don't watch the NBA like I used to, like I really used to. But I mean, shit, he's shooting, almost 25 points a game, almost 12 rebounds, 10 assists, shooting, over 62%, over 63% from the field, over 40% from three, 82.2% from the free throw line. I mean, last year he got 27 points a game, almost 14 rebounds a game, and 8 assists. Um, you look at Joel Embiid, Joel Embiid, 33.3 points a game, 10 rebounds, 4.1 assists, 53% from the field, almost 54, 36%. I mean, you can make a case that Nikola Jokic's numbers are better, but then Joel Embiid give you a steal a game, to almost 2 blocks a game. He giving you, some things on the defensive side of the court. So, I mean, I just honestly just get a shit than Joel Embiid so I can hear people stop crying about it, bro. He healthy this year. Just give it to him. I'm just tired of hearing about it, dude. I'm just tired of hearing about it. Just give it to him. But that's not. We can't act like that voters prejudice don't have there. I'm not saying it's there with every. I'm not saying it's there with every voter that's voting, but it does exist. Everybody has a bias. But right now, Philadelphia is 43-22, 4 games behind Milwaukee in the loss column for number one spot. And the Nuggets is number one in the West, 46-19. So number one in the West. So, his team doing better. I mean, people will say, Philadelphia, they got another all-star there and James Harden. So, so I mean, hey, like I said before, Joel Embiid do it on both sides of the floor too, and that should account for something. Too much, too much. They looking at too much. They looking at too much. Too much. They looking at just the offensive side, but that's what the MVP is about. They just want to look at the offensive side of things, and defense should count. But I'm just tired of hearing about I'm just tired of hearing about Joel Embiid getting shorted. So just give it the goddamn MVP to Joel Embiid, bro. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button, this the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.